Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's interview by TAB Group, where we dive deep into the innovations transforming agriculture practices and how we grow our food. I'm your host, Tanya, and I'm especially excited about this conversation because it is about one of the fastest growing movements in agriculture today called the vertical farming. Joining me is a very special guest, Mr. Mahdi Alindavi, the CEO and founder of Enjazponic. Enjazponic is not only a leader in the vertical farming space, but also a proud sponsor of the upcoming sixth Global Vertical Farming Show on the 10th and 11th of September in Dubai. Mr. Mari, thank you so much for joining us. And how are you today?
Thank you. I'm good, thank you.
So let's kick things off from the beginning, Mr. Madi. Could you tell us about how your personal journey and what initially drew you into the world of vertical farming?
Well, I got in this business from hobby background, and we did start in 2020 when COVID-19 pushed that side, let's say, or make more focusing on hydroponics techniques. All of it when we had a worldwide problem in logistics. So the hydroponics showing the value of it at that time and what's the future of it. And definitely the vertical farm, it's one of the best techniques in hydroponics, which allowing a lot of countries to start having local supply, which in nature they can't uh, because of the weather or because of the shortage of water, because of many reasons, let's say. And while in vertical farms, if it's in closed environment or if it's in greenhouses or in natural climate, let's say, it make big difference to agriculture field.
Right. So it's exciting to understand that how sometimes personal experiences or what the present circumstances are can evolve into groundbreaking business ideas, especially in a field like vertical farming, which is very transformative right now. So, in your
Uh,
perspective, how do you think vertical farming is actually transforming agriculture? We mentioned that in our introduction as well, and especially focusing on regions that have challenging climates. We are focusing on the Middle East market. So, how do you think that is going to pan out?
well, actually, the vertical farming and closed environment, if we look in deep details to it, it's like we do simulation to the nature. So it's linked for many elements, and each element it's primary in it. It's so if we look to the growing lead or to control the environment from closed environment from the humidity, from the oxygen level, from the carbon level, from the temperature, the water temperature, the nutrient inside the water itself. All of these elements is linked to each other, and definitely it's a big challenge. Uh, what we are realizing in worldwide, a lot of trials in there, a lot of failures, and there is a great successful stories in there also. I do think we do focus definitely in the region here because we do see it's the only solution in this region to achieve the strategy of the food security. Uh, there is no enough space. There is no enough good lands, let's say, or good lands with good soil, good resources, natural resources of water and lands in the region. So definitely, it's the vertical farming. It's taking a big role in there in growing the segment of agriculture and achieving the vision of the food security for UAE and Saudi and Qatar and GCC market, let's say. Because that we are focusing here more than other regions because there's a real need in this region for that. We do see a lot of grow in this market year after year. A lot of people they are becoming more confident uh, to accept the idea of the vertical farming or in closed environment. And year after year, we do see also the better solutions. It's coming on the market, and the cost is the main issue.
Right.
It's coming less. It's coming less. As much as you have more variety, as much as the competition is more, you will find the cost is going less. And now I believe with the AI technologies and the automation technologies, it's impacting the cost positively, massively. Uh, there we do see the future of the vertical farming.
Right. So, absolutely, I think those were some crucial points, and it's incredible how technology is actually enabling countries in arid regions to move towards food security and sustainable production, especially where environments where traditional agriculture has previously struggled a lot. And also, I believe that there have been recently some exciting trends or technologies that are shaping controlled environment agriculture and vertical farming. So it really makes us realize how fast this industry is evolving and how much potential there is to solve some of our biggest food production challenges. Now, Mr. Mathi, let's talk about your company. Could you give us an overview of Enjazponic and what makes it stand out in the vertical farming industry?
In Jasponic, what we do exactly, we believe on the real exercises first. We have to do it ourselves.
Hmm.
So what we do try all the different techniques. We do develop some products when we see there is a need for that. We do make a strategic partner relation with a good solution. We do see in the market. Uh, but the main issue is that we do try first everything. We don't believe in theory is more than in practical way. So we have to apply the things and we have to see the result. I do believe in the vertical farms, like uh, if we do any experiment, let's say in some region, and then we apply the same experiment in another region, we might see some difference. So definitely, it's linked to many factors.
Right.
Even the type of the weather itself, the type of the air itself, the type of the water itself. So we have to be more realistic in these things and to try in the same place to achieve the target what we're looking for. And after that, we, uh, we consider that we can add that item to our collection.
Right.
Actually, we are not stuck to just what we think about vertical farms. We are stick to the excellence. So wherever we see the excellence with anyone, we are stick to that. And in Jasponic idea or theme, it's like one station for hydroponics, different style and techniques.
Right. I think from what you explained, it sounds clear that Enjazponic is really pushing boundaries in this space. And it is always exciting for us to hear about companies that are not only innovating, but also putting sustainability and community impact at the core of their mission. And speaking of that, Enjazponic is also sponsoring at the sixth Global Vertical Farming Show. So, what motivated you and your team to come on board as a sponsor, and what are your expectations from this year's event?
Well, uh, we did start to participate in exhibition. We did start with you guys last year as a golden sponsor
Mhm.
in Global Vertical Farm, and I do believe it's still this industry is still it's in the beginning. Like I'm expecting the real growth will be in 2030 and after. So we have to be ready
Right.
for that, and we have to keep in touch and to always in the market with another innovative people. To meet with experts itself, it's a big value, or definitely also to meet with who's interested in investing in that direction to see what's going on in the market, especially the exhibitions in Dubai and the great marketing you do, guys. It's bringing people from also different countries
Right.
around us in the region. So you meet people from everywhere, and you see what's going on in there and here, and what people they are interested in. Some products we do see that we have to work hardly for it to develop it. We hear from people, we hear from their experience. The conferences that's happening in the global vertical farm, it's also worthy enough. It's you meet with the uh, official organizations, you meet with the government, you meet with the investors, you meet with the experts, and um, these valuable things. It's adding value actually for us.
Right, absolutely. So we're excited to have you on the Sixth Global Vertical Farming Shows platform, and we're sure that there are going to be multiple important collaborations that you and other business leaders will engage into. So that would be it from my side, Mr. Madi. Thank you so much for joining us today, and it was a great interaction.
Thank you.
Thank you, absolutely.